Hi, I'm Ernie Reyes Jr., and I guess you've heard there's a new game in town. Well, new to you and me. But actually, some of our great-grandparents were playing the same game back in the 1930s. And whether you call it milk caps, pogs, tonks, slap caps, it doesn't matter. Everybody's talking about it. And if they're not talking about it, it's because they're too busy playing it. Now, I can start off by reading a list of places this game is mega popular. But the truth is that by the time that you buy this tape and play it, this list is going to be replaced by a new list this long. That's how fast this game is growing. During the next few minutes, we're going to show you what the game is, how to play, tips on playing well, and most important, ways to play smart, avoid problems, and have nothing but fun. We'll also meet other kids, see how they play, we'll visit a tournament, and we'll talk about brand new games nobody's ever seen before. We'll be right back to our show after this break. Just kidding. Let's play this crazy game. I love this game.
The new up-and-coming rising event of the 90s.
They're playing this in the city.
They're playing these in the country. It's happening at the park. It's happening at the beach. And it's happening at the pool. It's sweeping the country.
And for that, here's Matt.
Let's start from the beginning. This is what they call a slammer, and these are paper discs. Paper discs. They have a design on one side, and they're blank on the other. And these are the two things that you need to play the game. It's really easy. Paper discs. And how it goes is that two or more people play, each putting in the same amount of discs into a stack. And then you take the slammer, and you slam it down. Now, whoever turns over the most discs wins. Even though the basic game is really simple, you can make up your own ins and outs, twists and turns to make it more fun.
Fresh.
I was visiting with some of my friends up in Bear Valley Springs, California, who were teaching me their rules. I'm not so sure I understood what they were talking about. See what you think. Hello, I am here with Joe and Julian. And Joe, you want to explain to me a little bit about this poison thing that we're going to do?
Okay. Right, say they miss the whole entire stack.
Who's this? Your partner?
Yeah,
okay.
Say if Julian misses the whole entire stack, goes like that, and he misses it, I just put the poison on the top of the stack and take the whole stack. And the stack is mine.
Here, let's see how it's done.
Alright. Ready? You can go first. Okay. Poison.
So automatically you just won?
Yep.
Do you know any other poisons?
Yeah, I do.
Well, yeah, you got
Well, say somebody like flips it.
Yeah.
And then you have a poison in your hand.
Uh-huh.
And you catch it, you get to go poison and keep their slimer.
So wait, if this bounces up, and then you can catch it and call...
Yeah, they go like that.
You have to call poison. If you have poison in your hand, it goes like that.
And like it bounces, you catch it.
And I catch
you
it,
call
it's all
poison.
mine?
Yeah,
but you
yours.
have to have...
Do I get to keep the slammer?
Yeah, you get to keep the slimer. But you have to have a poison in your hand. Here,
But-
I'll let you poison someone.
Okay.
Now let me give you a good one.
Let's
Wait,
test
you
it
have to
out.
hold it.
So if I go like...
And I caught it.
Okay, and you...
Then it'd be mine.
Okay.
But you have to have a poison in your
I
hand.
have to have a poison in my hand.
Let's get to the bottom of this. But, so like in this hand, you have to have this poison. In this
Yeah.
hand. And in this hand, it flips up and then I catch it and call poison?
Yeah.
Poison. See you later.
Okay, heads. Outside poisons.
What is outside poisons?
Okay, well, I've got an 8-ball, and 8-ball is a poison.
Yeah.
And if his thing is in the air, and I've got a poison,
Yeah.
and I'm an outsider because I'm not playing in the game, I can catch it and keep it because I have a poison.
That's fat.
Poisons. Venom. Venom beats poison.
This here is a block and a kaboom. It's two-sided.
Like call it the cheater or stuff because you take everything.
The stinger or the cheater. And you can take everything with this?
Yeah.
So if you take a kaboom slammer,
What is this one?
That is a death, a poison, and a venom.
and they miss the pile or don't knock any over, you could call kaboom if you have one and just take all their pogs
So
that they have in the pile and take their slammer.
Chainsaws.
Chainsaws. And chainsaw is what?
Like that. That's a chainsaw. No, you go like this and you hit it down.
Like a chainsaw.
I don't get it.
1, 2, 3, double.
Oh.
Wait, what was that? Was that checkers
that?
we were just playing?
No, it was devils.
Confused? What does that mean?
Tip, 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 tip.
You get to keep your slammer?
Yeah, only if you have a poison or an 8-ball or a death or a venom. The poison is the skull,
Uh-huh.
the venom is the spider, and then both together they're a death.
Makes sense? Well, even if it didn't, it made sense to them. And that's the whole fun of it. So you can make up your own rules, and as long as everybody understands the rules before you play, you're gonna have a great time.
Mishka, mishka, mishka. Oh, I like that hit. Nice hit.
The logo.
Oh, yeah. I like that hit. Yeah, that's chips, man.
From now on, no slammer over a pan. Oh, come on. Tips. No tips. 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 Should have called in the beginning of the game. Let's see how this works. Remember that rule at the beginning of the game?
Yay!
Oh, like I'm totally over it, but she's that great.
You don't restack them because it takes too much time. Oh. Whoa, big. Easier to
Some fell on the floor. What just happened there? Some fell on the floor.
And then if they land heads up, or if they land like that, you can keep them. But if they land like that or like that, you gotta flip. If it lands on heads, then I get to keep it. If it lands on tails, I put it back in the stack.
Tournament rules. Tournament rules.
Tournament rules. And what are the tournament rules?
The tournament rules, you sit at the beginning of the game before you start and flip anything. You call it tournament rules.
Yeah.
And they can't do anything. You can't poison, no outsiders or anything.
So tournament rules is more of clean play. So how did you guys learn all these rules?
Mainly you watch other people.
Yeah. And you pick them up from everyone else?
Yeah, do it on us sometimes. So
Yeah, you learn.
Then you'll
from your-
learn it.
You learn from your mistakes.
Wait, do you ever make up your own rules?
Yeah.
And so then you pass them along to your friends, right?
Yeah.
They should know how to play before they play because they should watch other people
Right.
before they play.
so they won't lose a lot.
Yeah, there was this kid here the other day who didn't know how to play, but we took his slammers anyways.
Yeah.
Because he didn't know how to play.
Yeah.
So it's
But
good to
good
go into the game a little bit educated, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Beth. Along with learning how to play, we want to show you where to play and where not to play. Most of it is common sense, but let's go through it anyway. Some rugs or a piece of plywood are a good place to play. But Grandma's favorite table, you know, the one with all the antiques and stuff, that's definitely a bad place to play.
It is a good idea to play on one of these big Pog boards.
It's not a good idea to play on glass.
It's not a good idea to play on your father's car.
It's a good idea to play on the floor.
And never, ever play on your little sister's head.
Hey, we're hanging out here in Gardena, California at a Pog tourney. We're here at a Pog tourney. Pog, it's sweeping the nation. So anyway, we're gonna observe, watch, and absorb a little bit, okay? We're gonna absorb a little bit. Here. Maurice is the referee of the game Pog. The people at the tournament supply everything for you, the slammers and the caps. So everybody has the same equipment playing the game. Now there are 2 people and there are 11 in the stack. Now the first person to get 6 advances to the next round. So how many games have you refereed here?
6.
6. Is it 6 tournaments or 6 games?
6 tournaments.
You have, how many more are left this season?
This is it.
Is it?
The championship was today.
Okay. And these 2 are champions. Dom, what did you win today?
400 Pogs and 2 slammers.
400 Pogs. And how did you win that?
I had to defeat 6 people.
You had to defeat 6 people. So how long have you been here today?
About 4 hours.
4 hours. How many games did you play today?
2 today and 6 last Sunday.
You played 2 today and 6 last Sunday. How many tournaments have you played in?
This is the first tournament.
First tournament? That's awesome. Congratulations. And Daniel, what place did you come in?
Second.
This is your first tournament? Yeah? And when you're not playing tournaments, do you play at home? So Maurice, tell me, why does the game of Pog need a referee?
You can have a way, the original way, no thumbs. But most of the time you have a kid going up there using their thumbs or they hit like this.
Right.
So, or they can sit there and try to pick on somebody saying, I won.
So they're cheaters.
And you can catch them by that with the referee.
So what happens if they cheat? What happens if I put my thumb and I slam it down? Do I get kicked out of the game?
match.
I'm out of the match.
Yeah.
Do kids prefer to play in tournaments or at home? Because
Tournaments.
At tournaments.
At home you can get picked on and they can take your pogs no matter what.
Kenny had a bad experience with the slammer action. And have any of you had bad experiences with that?
I have. Because once I did a poison on a kid, and he was like my age, so I had to run.
So he was literally chasing you because you won his slammer?
Yes.
Man. All right, so what are ways to make it better so you're not so upset and so things don't go so badly after go ahead, Josh.
You ask nicely for them back or something.
What, for your slammers back?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mainly if like you have an argument, you just hand it back.
Yeah.
And, like say that's okay.
So if there's an argument, you just give him back the slammer.
Yeah, if they're gonna cause trouble.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Or you could trade them Pogs back for it.
So you,
Like, how many Pogs do you want for that slammer?
because you really want the slammer back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can cut a deal. Like if they take the slammer you're playing with, but you give them like another slammer and a cheap one, maybe they'll give you the one back.
So like 2 for 1.
Yeah.
What about if you establish the rules in the beginning of the game? Establish clear rules that saying like if you win, you don't get my slammer. So do any of you guys collect Pogs and slammers? I mean, in addition to playing?
Yeah, I trade Pogs for slammers all the time.
You trade them a lot?
Yeah, I trade them, then you get better ones, and then you can sell those and get more money, then you can buy other good ones.
That's pretty cool. That's kind of, I have one kind of like that. So wait, you can trade and then sell them?
Yeah.
So
And then buy good ones that you like.
So you guys all trade?
Yeah, we all trade.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. It has a stinger on the back. A spider. Thanks to my friends here in Bear Valley, I have started my own collection. It has a dragon, and on the back is that a finger thing?
Yeah, it's
2-finger hold.
Yeah,
so
like
when
that.
you flip it, you already have your finger indentations. So can you not play with these cool things?
You can play with these if you want, but I mainly just collect these ones, for like looks.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Pretty cool. So you don't even really want to play with these because they might get scratched up or stuff like that.
So I just
So
always
you play
use,
with
like,
your
those and
kind of
those.
your more cheesy ones?
Yeah, these ones I got like a ton of those.
So is it just cool to like go out and collect the coolest ones you can find?
Yeah, and then you use them.
Glow in the dark poison. So which one do you think is the coolest here?
Oh, I like this one.
This one. A venom. A venomous spider. So what's this one right here?
It's an 8-ball, like same as a poison.
So you guys, I know the game's a lot of fun to play. But is it fun to collect?
Yeah.
Just to collect?
I don't collect them, I play them. My sister, she's the collector of the family.
Ah,
I usually just trade them because I don't like to play for keeps.
so like this, yeah, it's a game, but you also, there's so many things that go along with it. Like you trade and you collect.
Yeah, it's a game and a hobby together.
So you guys, you know, they all have these really cool designs on them and all these cool pictures and everything, right? Yeah, I was thinking the other day, what if I had a stack of blank ones and I gave half to you and half to you? Would you like to put your own like designs or pictures on them?
I think it would be really cool if you got to take a picture of somebody and put the picture on the Pog.
Like a picture of who?
Like
Your boyfriend?
Be quiet. Yeah, I would take my dog and my lizard. They're both boys, so I consider them my brothers. The animals of the family. So I would probably take them and put them on a picture, and then my sister on the bottom. So I have my brother and my sister.
Whose picture would you put on it?
My brother's butt,
Who would you put on?
mommy and daddy.
Safe answer. You know, you could cut things out of magazines and put a
Yeah,
collage on them.
That would be awesome.
And you gave a stack of like 10 and they all had like a story going along with it.
That would be
Oh
so
yeah,
cool.
that would be.
I think we figured out a way to make adults feel really comfortable with this game. Check it out.
On our caps, we could have letters.
If we had letters on the discs, we could play till we spelled a word with the letters that we flipped over.
Maybe we could spell out our father's names. But it might not be fair because some names are longer than others. Carla, what's your dad's name?
Sebastian, what's your dad's name?
My dad's name is Al. Let's play.
That's not fair.
Fine, be that way.
If we had numbers on the discs, we could play till we reached a certain number.
Like in one stack, you would have all odd numbers, and the 2 players or 3 players, or how many players you were playing with, would try to make up an even number. And whoever would get the even number first would win.
If we had states and capitals on the discs, we could match the states to the capitals. Therefore, it is an educational game.
I love this.
So, you make up your own rules.
Like this is one that me and my sister made up. It's called stairs. You try to flip this one over, and if you don't get any, you go to the next stair.
Brilliant.
I got one over, so now it's the next person's turn. And they start from the top. And she didn't get any, so she goes all the way down. By the end of this turn, she hasn't gotten any over, and it's all the way down to here, then it's the next person's turn. But once you get down to these hard levels, like when there's only 1 or 2 there, you use what's called a tip to turn it over.
Great idea.
And this isn't just a kid's game. Take a look at this.
We're here with a player from our Pog tourney, and her name's Deborah. What are you in this tourney for?
Just for the fun, I've got my kids in here, and I think it's fun.
Yeah? Did you win anything?
No, actually, the kids, if they win the championship, my son won last week. He got a board and a special slammer.
Oh, that's cool.
This week, if we win, then he gets 400 pogs and a bunch of slammers.
All right, Deborah, I gotta ask you one question. How old are you?
33!
Pog at 33.
Yes.
That's
You're
what I'm
never
doing.
too old, never too old.
Now, even though the game started 60 years ago, it didn't stay popular all that time. As a matter of fact, the current craze started when an elementary school teacher in Hawaii introduced to her students the simple game she played as a little girl called milk covers. And that's the same game kids are playing today. Now, you want to know why it was called milk covers? I didn't think so, but I'm going to tell you anyways. Milk containers look like this, and have for at least the last 30 years. But before that, you bought milk, or it was even delivered to your front door in a bottle like this. Now, the milk top was actually a paper disc that kept the milk from spilling out. Milk covers, plain and simple.
Now, some adults are kind of concerned about this game because their children are playing for keeps, which means that they get to keep the discs that they turned over with the slammer, which also means that somebody else is losing those discs. Now, every generation had a game where they could lose something. This is our generation's game. So we know that the important things to remember are that you play by establishing rules first, and you play with people who you know, right?
Yeah.
Your friends, probably. You don't play with any shady characters. Don't ever play with people you don't know. Don't ever play without understanding the rules first. And don't ever play a game where you can lose something that you don't want to lose.
And now, because the lesson is going so well, I'm going to give you one more piece of priceless information. And maybe you already know. Where in the world did we get this word pog from? Time's up. Another bottled drink with a paper cap, also from Hawaii, gave us the word pog. What was this drink? A combination of fruit juices. P for passion fruit, O for orange juice, and G for guava juice. P-O-G. Pog. Listen, you've been students long enough. Let's play this crazy game. Here we go. These ones are mine, right?
Yep. Stack these back up. And it's my turn.
Sorry for you. I'm about to clean house.
You really did, though. That's the thing.
See ya. See ya.
I have no hope at this point. No hope.
Just step away now while you're ahead.
Okay, here goes. Your ball.
You gotta hit it. You gotta hit the thing.
Maybe if I even got... Do not speak of what you do not know. Here we shall go.
You need
I gotta polish up on my skills.
All right, here we go. One more for the collection.
Let's see if we can add one at all to the collection.
All right.
0.
Now, is it really possible to get,
These 3?
yeah, turn them over?
Yeah, and I could win. No, I couldn't even win.
You can't even win. You lost already, so.
So I have no hope. So I'm just playing with it now.
Yeah.
There goes.
I mean, is it really possible to flip these over?
The 3 of them?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Is
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Or 1. Here goes.
What?
There we go.
You redeemed
Three at
yourself.
the end.
He redeemed himself.
Not bad. Not bad.
Are you gonna leave me hanging?
Good game.
So that's it. Everything you need to know in order to play. And I can tell you, you're gonna have a great time. But remember, this is a game, and games are for enjoyment. So play hard and play to win. But play smart and never play for keeps with anything you can't lose. Remember to fill out that card that came with this videotape so we can send you all the lowdown on the latest trends as they happen. Take care and play on. Champion.